Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I was supposed to come in a little earlier, but I was doing some other things. Hi, Susan. So I just wanted to come in this morning. We were talking yesterday about Natalia Grace, and we discussed a little bit about Casey Anthony's parents. So I watch the episode with George taking his polygraph test. And I know that him taking a polygraph test and just the way he was acting when he was doing the polygraph test to me, he's trying to regulate his breathing. And I was watching all of that. I keep in mind that even for a short time, he was a cop. Um, do I believe that he did something to Casey Anthony? Yes, I still believe he did something to her. I understand that they're saying that because she found out that he was going to testify against her, and then the wife was shocked because she didn't know that the prosecutors had went to him and he didn't let her know what was going on. She wanted them to be in it together. The whole thing is, I think the whole family is fucked up. I'm sorry. The mother is fucked up. When Casey was pregnant, I understand her friend said she didn't want to have the baby. And the mother said there would be no abortions, but yet she hid the pregnancy from the family and friends. Okay. So that I just don't understand. If you wanted her to have the baby, why are you hiding it? It's to me, it just doesn't prove anything to me because you can pass a polygraph test. It's been proven you can pass a polygraph test. You really can. So that's just my opinion. Um, yeah, the whole hi Doom, hi Cray, hi Snuggle Bunny. Um, they had something to do with it. Believe her parents helped her. And I don't know if the parents helped her, but I do believe the father knew more than what he was saying. And I'm going to say, because if you watch her when the father and the mother came to visit her in prison, well, in jail, she's talking directly to her father. She's talking directly to her father. I watch the interactions between the two of them, and to me, but when she said that, her father started coming in her room when she was 8 years old, I remember all of that, and I'm like, okay, she couldn't tell her mom. Do I believe that? Yeah, in a way I did, because George Anthony has proven to be a liar. He was cheating. Even when they were looking for his granddaughter, he was having an affair. Okay, let's not forget that. He was having an affair. The fact that he tried to take his own life because he missed her so much. And when I heard his speech at her funeral, how he won't get to smell her again, I was like, what the fuck? To me, it was just a little bit, it was just too weird. You won't get to smell your granddaughter again. Okay, it's not like she's a baby, which she was, but people like to sniff kids. But just the way he said it just give me the willies. Then the wife accuses him of stealing from her. She calls the police against her own husband. So this whole situation to me is just disgusting. We're never going to know what happened to that little girl. I do believe it was an accident. I really do believe it was an accident. We're never going to know what happened to Kaylee. We won't. I think they need to hook up Casey to a lie detector test. I think they need to hook the brother up to a lie detector test, because the brother is the one that said the way Kaylee was found, that's the way their dad used to bury their animals when they died. So it's just not saying that Casey couldn't do the same thing, but it's just the whole situation to me is just totally, the whole family is fucked up. They're completely fucked up. So this has been what? How long ago did this happen? 2008? Was it 2008, 2007? I knew I was in Orlando when she went missing. I knew I was in Orlando when she went missing. I was like, every time I come to Orlando, it's like these little girls go missing. And I remember it was a big story. I checked into the hotel, got in my room, turned the TV on, and bam, there it is. So I don't believe, the FBI agent said that in his opinion, okay, that's your opinion. You're the expert, but I don't have to go with your opinion. I don't. Anybody uses their common sense, they can see something was going on in that family. The mother seems really, really overbearing, really controlling. And I still go back to the fact where Casey didn't want to have the child. The mother said there was going to be no abortion. Then I go back to Casey. If you really didn't want to have the child, you were grown. You didn't have to be in your mother and father's house. And I don't condone abortions, but it's a woman's right. Now that's been taken from them as well. So you didn't have to be there. You didn't have to stay there. But you chose your path. Statistically, a guilty person says yes to a polygraph before. Well, that's true. But everybody seems to think they can pass a polygraph. And you just need to watch it for yourself. It's just the way. And then when a polygrapher said, well, I can rephrase the question for you, so you seem to be struggling with it. I'm like, really? For real? Okay, for real? Got you. Okay, got you. So good morning, Maria. Good morning, Snuggle Bunny. Good morning, June Cree. Susan Pachetta. Good morning. Snuggle Bunny. Wendy, good morning. I'm just, I watched it and I Patricia, good morning. And I was really keeping an unbiased hat on my head. I really was. I was trying to be unbiased, but I remember the docuseries with Casey. I remember when they were searching for Kaylee. I remember when they found Kaylee, my first thing was, and in my head, I said her father had something to do with it. Good morning, Winnie's mom, because the length of time, and they searched that area before, all of a sudden, there the body is in the bag. I said, you know how long it takes before you're able to determine cause of death. Hi, Maria. See, and that was me. That was my Snuggle. I felt the same way. I felt the same way. And maybe it's because I just don't like them. I don't like any of them. But I felt the same way. I just didn't, but I didn't buy it. The little girl lost her life, whether it was an accident. And I do believe it was an accident. I do believe it was an accident. I've always believed it was an accident. So, and then, I was doing that. And then we were also talking about Natalia Grace, which I'm going to get to that in a minute. But there was I got caught up in this docuseries on Paramount when I was doing Kayla's Room. Every TV in here had it on, so I wouldn't miss anything. So it's called The Cheshire Murders, and I remember that one too. We were talking about Casey Anthony's parents and George Anthony's polygraph test that he took. It was that A&E special. I don't buy it. Oh, you were buried in the oh my God. Oh, Natalia. I think she was faking with the tears. She said that she was pepper sprayed twice. I think the husband, well, her until recently, her adopted father, um, was over exaggerating things to me. And I see he's remarried again. To me, he's a drama queen. Good morning, Len. He's a drama queen. See, Snuggle, it was an accident, in my opinion, but their narcissism keeps them from telling. That's just it. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. It was an accident. She should have been charged with neglect. Manslaughter by, they overcharged the case. They overcharged it because of the outrage. You didn't have the evidence to back up what you were saying. When the medical examiner tells you she can't determine the cause of death, go for manslaughter. It is, Maria. Your body will heal itself. Wait a minute. What's going on with Maria? Wait a minute. What's going on with Maria? Maria, what's wrong? Please don't let this stress get to you. So I think they overcharged the case, and I've always thought that. I thought they overcharged it. But you go by the public outcry. Yep. They dropped. Oh, my God. Oh, Maria. I don't care what they told me. I think that's what I have to, because now I'm starting to cough again. And it's a deep, it's one of them coughs that I just don't like. Your grandson has it? I mean, I'm worried about you, but how's the baby? Oh, I know a baby's immune system is oh my God. I'm sorry to hear that, Maria. I really am. I didn't know that. And if you said it in another chat, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I didn't know. And I noticed that you hadn't been live. You are Ann, because I was looking. I was supposed to do a members only live yesterday. Like I said, I got caught up doing some other stuff. And I was really into this Cheshire thing. And what started out as a home invasion turned into two men holding a family hostage, the wife going to the bank, pulling the $15,000. She told the bank teller what was going on. They got the cops involved. They sat there and watched this house go up in flames. The wife, the daughters were awed. And now that one of the guys has changed his name, he's a female now. His name is Linda. This shit was crazy. They stood outside this house and watch all of this go down. I was like, what the fuck? I remember hearing about it, but I never ever really paid attention to it. So, you know, and one of them, Joshua, the youngest one, he was committing crimes at a young age. His girlfriend was on there, and, you know, the mother knew. She said when he left the home, he left in his hoodie. She said that's when she knows he's going out robbing houses. My whole thing is, you know, your son was going out to commit a crime, and you didn't call the police. You didn't turn this. So him and this guy had met in a drug rehab, what was it, a halfway house with drug addicts or whatever. And they started committing crimes together. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. But so I did watch that. So if you guys want to look at something, a good docuseries, it doesn't put the Connecticut Police Department in a good light at all. But go check it out. Take a look at it. Take a look. It's called The Cheshire Murders. And it was, and you know, you hate to say a docuseries, but it was good. Yep, and that's what I was thinking too, Susie. That's exactly what I was thinking. So, but that was a good one. But I want to talk about the Church of Scientology. Now we know that Danny Masterson is now at North Kern Prison. My roving reporter actually went by, because it's like road from where she's at, went by and took a picture of the prison. She has friends that actually retired from the prison, but she went by there and took a picture of the prison. So right now, they're trying to put RICO charges against the Church of Scientology. Whether it's going to stick or not, I don't know. I really don't know. But David Meskovich, was it David Meskovich? Yes. They're saying David Meskovich, along with Danny Masterson. Okay. It was a criminal enterprise. It was a pattern they had of racketeering activity. We've heard Lee Remney, her accounts of what was going on at the church. I followed a lot of ex-church members that spoke on what happens at the church. We know that they intimidate people, you know, the C organization. They follow people, you know, they just do a lot to keep you from leaving the church. So what they're accused of is that, and in case you guys don't know what RICO is racketeer, influence, and corrupt organization. Okay, that's what a RICO Act is. They have 3 additional R claims against Masterson. We know he was found guilty of 2. The other one, that was set aside for a later date, but there are 2 others besides that. Okay, so the trial is set for the Church of Scientology with 2 victims that are suing the church for September of 2025. Don't know why it's going to take that long. I guess they're trying to pull everything together, but they're alleging that they engage in criminal activities, fraud, human trafficking, identity theft, money laundering. This is all to benefit David Meskovich, is what they're saying, who is the undisputed leader of that church. So I was like, okay. Now, if you go, Lee Remney has sued them as well. She's suing them. So we know there's a lot of harassment there. If you watch the Lee Remney special with all the other ex-Scientology members, there is harassment. There is stalking. There's been depositions. Against the church. They've been doing all of this. And this goes back to 2016, 2017. There was, what's his name? Yi Wayne. He did a deposition that contradicts what the church states. You know, they were focusing on teenagers. They were confiscating materials, and they were going after these young girls. Young girls. My problem is that the families that are members of this CR, they were okay with that. Because your daughters were, as they said, you know, that they were anointed. You're selling your young teenage daughters for favor with the church. Good morning, Mustang Sally. It's a fucking cult. Shit, we got a lot of cults on YouTube. It's a cult. You either believe the way I believe, or if I say this person is guilty of this, then you're to believe the same thing because you can't think for your fucking selves. It's just like when you try to leave a channel or a creator, they start harassing you. They start putting out all of your information, anything you've told them that you considered yourself as being a friend to them or whatever. They start putting out all the things that you ever said. For what reason? For what reason? This is what the Church of Scientology was doing. Harassing, calling family members, stalking family members, trying to get you back into that cult. That's what they were doing. So whether or not they're going to get the RICO charges to stick, I hope they do. I really hope they do, because they need to be taken down. Then I read that Ashton Kutcher and Mia Kunis, they're surprised because they were canceled. They were surprised they were canceled. I don't know why. I don't know why they're surprised. You put out this letter knowing that these women were being harassed, they were being stalked, they were being followed. Good morning, Denver. Good morning, sweetie. Yep, they were part of Scientology. Yep. There's a lot. Lee Remney, she has a YouTube channel. You guys need to go check it out. She had to convince her parents and her family that what they were saying about her was not true. You have to convince your family that what this organization is saying about you is not true. That is so fucked up. This is your family. They were trying to pull families apart. This church has been around for 70 years. Well, 70 plus years, I think. 70 plus years. You see Tom Cruise's wife. Both of them, Nicole Kidman and what's her face? They left. They didn't want nothing to do with that church. They wanted nothing to do with any of it. That tells you something is wrong there. And I was, I'm Catholic. And when all of this stuff came out, I missed it. When all of this stuff came out about the Catholic Church, I didn't go, oh my God, no. Catholics are a bunch of hypocrites. I'm going to say that. They'd sit there and preach you with drinking, but every time we have a fair or a carnival, there's booze, there's everything there. The priests drink, and not just the wine on Sundays. They drink beer. Everything they're telling you that you shouldn't do is basically what we do. Good morning, Colleen with the K. You like Christoph Waltz. Okay. It's a criminal organization. And I watch, and I'm going to tell you, so I watched the Pope. Now the new Pope we have, he's not into all the roads, but there's other, the jewelry alone and the roads can feed a small country. Okay. And when I was growing up, the priest had, they would provide a home, provide a car, and he had like a monthly stipend. And I remember Father Stein, which was our priest, he said that he would get $80-something a month for his personal stuff. But they provided the car, the house, they paid all the bills, but he had like $80-something a month. And we would do all of this, donate to this, donate to that. And I used to always ask, where's this money going? Where's this money going? I see we have all of these Catholic charities, but when people are in need, to me, it's like, what are you doing for your parishioners? I say the same about a Baptist church, all these mega churches. What are you doing for the people that are there? Where is this money going to? Because you all are 501Cs. Where's the money going to? So done. I got C for the first time 2 days before Christmas. I have an autoimmune disease, so it's been hell. Plus, I'm moving to. You're moving to San Antonio. It's hot as hell in San Antonio. San Antonio is hotter than Houston. And it hardly rains in San Antonio. Oh my God, you're in for it. San Antonio is hotter than Houston. Oh my God. Okay. So is it just me? I'm serious. I still haven't FC. That makes no sense. I haven't. I'm telling you, I had it before they called it that. I had it before they called it that. It took me down for almost 2.5, 3 weeks. Good morning, Gamecock Jenny. I tried to listen to your stream you did yesterday, Gamecock, but half of it had no sound. Did you know that? I tried to listen to the stream you did because I saw you did a live. Half of it had no sound, and I wanted to make sure, so I went and I listened to another stream, and I had sound. So I don't know if you were aware of that or not. I heard that you said that you were getting ready to eat breakfast. Then it was really, you were talking, but there was no sound, and then you would pop back in again. So I don't know if you might want to go back and listen to it. And I went back and I watched Mayor and Cranky stream, which was really, really good. I enjoyed that. My mother hasn't had it yet. My mom hasn't had it yet. And I took the first shot. I really did. But I couldn't do the other ones. I just couldn't. Some of my friends that took the shot, I'm not going to say, but they developed Bell's palsy. And I just didn't want to take that chance, but I was getting ready to go to Vegas. I took that first one, and that was before they opened everything up. I just couldn't do that second shot. Oh, okay. I get it. I'm originally from the Hill Country. Okay, I got it. Okay. Good morning, Sarah Z. Good morning. Okay, I didn't know you were from the Hill Country. I thought that. Look, I was giving you fair warning how hot it is there. So I'm sorry, I had to go get something, but I'm into the Scientology thing. I really am. I follow a lot of the stuff that Lee Remney that she's speaking about, and how they actually had to go in hiding for a while. So, so if you guys actually want to see what's going on, there's Lee Remney. I think his name is oh my God. Well, Yin Wei is one of them too. He is really outspoken on the Church of Scientology. I can't remember, but they're always on with Lee Remney. So, you guys can check that out. Let's see. So, Natalia Grace. Natalia Grace. How many watch Natalia Speaks? And I want to know what you think about what she had to say. Whoo. So they did the DNA test. Okay. They did the DNA test. It was Let's see. Yeah, it was good, Jody. It was really, really good. And I follow her YouTube channel. Um, she has, she's speaking out and she's filed that lawsuit, but I can't see the date that they've set because I know they're still doing a lot of discovery and the church is trying, they're still trying to intimidate and everything else. I believe her 100%. Me too. I believe her. I believe her. And Tom Cruise is completely aware of everything that's going on too. I hear that he's supposedly in love again. Really? Is it somebody that the church picked out for you? Because nobody that's outside of that organization is going to want to deal with the bullshit. And they're still happening, Jody. They're still happening. They're still happening. When the courts gave the way for the church to be for the case against the Church of Scientology to move forward, I think they were shocked. They were shocked. Yeah, I don't like Tom Cruise. Never have. She's not that innocent. So Natalia Grace, I was watching. Okay. Do I believe she was standing at the foot of the bed with a knife? Do I believe that Christine Barnett decided that she was going to be too much money? She wasn't a prodigy. She wasn't going to be, the mother of the year as she was with her other son, who she wrote the book about. What was it called? Spark. She wrote the book about, didn't give the young man the money that he should have had, didn't put it in a trust. I think she was a money hungry, despicable human being. Okay. The husband, Michael, I think is a drama queen. Now, the older son, who has the autism, some form of autism, I do believe when they interviewed him the first time, he's living in his daddy's basement with his whole living situation is disgusting to me. But the mother wants nothing to do with him. Now, the younger son, Michael said he hasn't had anything to do with him because the mother has kept him away from Michael. Now, Natalia is a little, I think she has sociopathic behaviors myself. Really, Susan? There's a great YouTube channel, Scientology Audit. He never protected that little girl. No, he didn't. He was scared of her. He was scared of Christine. He was scared of his wife. He's a pansy. So with Natalia, when she said that Christine pepper sprayed her twice, and she pepper sprayed her one time because she didn't know high school math. Do I believe that Natalia is around 2022? Yes. After that DNA test they did, they put her age around 20. She says that Christine was telling her to tell people that she was 22. So when they put her in this apartment, she was 7 or 9 years old. They had the power turned off, took her cell phone from her. I do believe all of that. When I heard the sheriff say that he was contacted from the adult community center where she was going to classes and stuff at, he said that she acted as a child. But then you have other people that were saying that she can hold conversations, and a lot of it was of the sexual nature, We heard the older man in the first thing saying that she was coming on to him in the laundry room. Then when the lady showed the pictures of her when she was trying to adopt her and her husband, the little people that were trying to adopt her, I never saw the pictures with her teeth. So at that age, she was losing her baby teeth. Then the dentist showed the dental thing, and he told Christine her age. He never knew they had her re-aged. He never knew that. But then we hear that Michael didn't mention the adoption agency that they went through. He made it sound like it was just, they got a call, we have a child, but you didn't have her medical records. When come to find out, he had everything. And she does have sociopathic tendency. She does. So when I was watching Natalia, and I'm watching how she was interacting with Michael when they first had that first conversation, and he was telling her, she was trying to convince him that she didn't do this. And he says, that's not what I remember. This is what I remember. If you watched her, you saw she had a spark where she remembers exactly what he's talking about. She remembers a lot than she's saying she doesn't remember. Now, did Christine use pepper spray on her once or twice? I don't know. This is my first time hearing about that. Michael's never said that. Maybe he didn't know. But she did ask him, did you know that she used pepper spray on me? And he did lie about meeting them. He said that he heard people talking. Next thing you know, the door opened and Natalia came in and she rushed to him and she gave him a hug. We heard about how they went to Disney and she saw her old adoptive parents. Now, why did this other couple get rid of her? And I'm saying get rid of her. She's saying because she accidentally fell on the son's arm. There is something about that little girl that wasn't right. Yep, she was a little girl. She was a little girl. The DNA test that they did placed her age. They took blood from her between 20 and 22. We see the papers when she came over. She came over at 6 years old. She was with the other family for 2 years. But they were trying to rehome her. And I say rehome her because that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to rehome this little girl. So something wasn't right with her. Here's another thing I have. Her mother found out what was going on because they went over and interviewed her in the Ukraine. Why didn't her mother come and get her? And the little girl says she bit her. Yes, she did. Yep. Why didn't her mother, after she's finding out everything that's going on, we don't see where the mother had reached out to her or anything else, or the mother and her twin sister came to Natalia's defense, or her older sister. She's had a lot of trauma. Yes, she has. But she was put in that apartment at 9 years old. That now we know her age has been proven. 9 years old. And Christine Barnett put out this long ass thing on Facebook. She said that Natalia was very much loved and cared for for a member of my family. What? She was not abused by anyone in my family. Let's get straight to these allegations. Nobody ever took a belt to Natalia, and the allegations that she was beaten are just plain false. Any discipline of Natalia was very minimal and was not out of bounds of normal parenting. Michael said that he walked in and Christine was beating Natalia. Michael said it. He said it. She says that if anything, it was overly permissive, as we all felt a tremendous amount of sympathy for Natalia and loved her while she lived with us. You tried to hook up a 9-year-old girl with an older man. You were sending this older man, this little person, promiscuous pictures of yourself, trying to get him to date Natalia at the age of 9. At the age of 9. She said, as a parent, I have had good and bad days as a mom. We all have. There were many days raising 4 children. I depended on the power of coffee to get me through the day, for example. I was prone to getting exacerbated while cleaning, and I'm certainly not going to claim I was perfect mom. So she drank a lot. Anyone who has children knows that feeling of going to bed at night, hoping you have done the right things and enough for your children on a daily basis. Really? I am sure there were plenty of fails and some successes I had as a parent and mom, but I was not abusive to my children. So she said she was not. So here's my thing. What about this older lady that said Natalia came into her house and she was making advances towards her 2 grandkids? Then you have the man and the wife that live next door when the little chihuahua caught Natalia sneaking into their home, going to their son's room. Then you have the other neighbor that said that Natalia was in the park wrestling with this little boy trying to pull his pants down. Good morning, Aesop. How are you? You think the older lady was full of shit? Which one? That said that she was in there and she was making advances towards her 2 grandkids when they were playing the game? Because I'm trying to figure out, what did these people have to lie about and why would they lie? So she said, if you're interested in what it was like in our house, there's a 60-minute piece about us before the highly sensationalized show. I believe it's on YouTube. YouTube is one word there, Christine. You're supposed to be a writer, but then we find that you're the ghostwriter. Okay, parents. Okay, you had holes in a parent story. Okay. So Natalia had made these allegations before, and they were investigated as unfounded. For example, one time she ripped up her shoes and then had someone call CPS to state she had torn shoes. CPS came and did a full investigation of everything in the home and found that she had pairs of good shoes, that she lived in a clean, tidy living environment. These claims were investigated and dismissed as unfounded. So living with Natalia did come with constant allegations about her treatment, which I believe was to lead people away from investigating her personal behaviors, which were extreme and usually of some sort of sexual or hurtful towards others' nature. So the accusations of being abused are a way to deflect what she is actively doing to hurt other people, as well as they themselves hurt other people. This woman cannot write. I am used to this constant accusation by Natalia. Well, Bishop Wade said he's done with her. She was accusing him and his wife 6 months after they adopted her officially. They called the producers of Natalia Speaks and said they were done with her. They wanted nothing else to do with her. She was accusing them of holding her hostage, and she's going off of lies. So they want nothing to do with her now. So what do we think about that? Oh yeah, I don't like either one of those Barnetts. Especially, I would not have my son living in my fucking basement, looking the way he does and living the way he does. I would have my son living like that. I'm sorry. Michael is all about himself. Okay, so she says, oh my God, she cannot write. And guys, I'm reading this just the way she wrote this, okay? So the accusations of being abused are, wait a minute. I am used to this constant accusation by Natalia. When she was admitted to various hospitals, she was checked constantly for abuse, and it was not found to exist. Most of the hospitals also noted that Natalia had a strong family support system in us as one of the assets Natalia had in her life at the time. She has alleged abuse by anyone who has a long-term contact with her, as well as neighbors, teachers, and even children that she claims were abusive to her. In my experience, they all were not abusing her. Whew. So, this woman cannot write. We see why she has a ghostwriter, okay? She did spend a very minimal time in and out, time in and time out. This was done in a way that ridiculed her or made her suffer. What? Oh, this was not done in a way ridiculed her or made her suffer. She was not in timeout for a period of time beyond minutes. The timeout itself was suggestion prescribed by her therapist, where Michael tells us that Natalia was standing by a wall for almost 24 hours and she soils herself, both pee and defecated on herself. That's what Michael says. That's what Michael said. Now, was Michael lying? Because Natalia remembers that too. Was Michael lying? Was Natalia lying? Because they both seem to remember the same thing. They might not have agreed upon the length of time, but they remembered the same thing. Yep, and the son did admit that. Oh, you listened to Sandra Vander? Oh my God, you did. That woman is sick. Yeah, Michael Barnett is a liar. But he and Natalia remember that incident with her standing by the wall. Now, the length of time is where they're not in sync. Hold on, let me get some more coffee. I'm sorry, I need more coffee. Hold on. Whew. Oh, that's good. I can taste it. Okay. So they're not in sync with the time. Now Christine writes, for people wondering if I have been to jail, yes. I was booked into the Tippecanoe County Jail. I faced charges in these same allegations at that time. The case against me was determined to be false, and there was no evidence of any harm to Natalia or abandonment of Natalia by me. It was a case that should not have been brought. For more about this, you can read the information attached by my attorney. Here's what the thing is. The reason why you and Michael, the case was dropped, because you had her re-aged. If they would have did that DNA test when you kept trying to re-age her, the judge should have ordered that. That's why the case was dropped. They're saying you didn't abandon a child, but an adult. But in actuality, you abandoned a child. That's what they did. They can't legally change her age. They can't legally change it. They can't do it. They cannot. They've tried to appeal it. They cannot change her age, even though we know now what her age really is between 20 and 22. They cannot change her age legally. Snuggle, they can't do it. So she goes on to say, I was charged with various levels of causing bodily harm to Natalia due to these allegations, as was Michael Barnett. Michael faced a jury trial and was found innocent. Again, the only reason he was found that way is because they brought up her age of being 22 when she was actually 9 years old. Mike immediately testified in a pre-trial at my trial. My case was dismissed. If there had been any abuse, Natalia, or evidence of it, I would have been found guilty of it and would be in jail. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. They didn't ask the doctor to testify. They said they didn't have her medical records. We know they lied about that. Okay. Another important thing to mention is Natalia was never abandoned. I did not ever leave or want to get rid of Natalia. That was also covered in the trial as I was charged with abandonment. But you did. You moved your family to Canada because your son, Spark, was a genius. You didn't want to have Natalia tagging along. To me, I think you felt that she was an embarrassment to your family because you thought that you were going to get this little protege who had dwarfism and you were going to be able to put her up there and show her off. And that didn't happen. I also believe that Natalia was going to start costing you guys a lot of money and you didn't want to have that burden because you really love money. Okay. So then she says, a series of legal happenings based on Natalia's own behaviors. Now, we do know that the mental hospital she was in, they did say that she had issues and they told her to come get her because she was accusing the staff of doing things to her as well. So we do know that happened. We do know that happened. Okay. So let's see. As a result, she was allowed to make her own adult decisions of where to live and what to do with her life and time while living where she has. Oh my gosh, she cannot write. While Natalia did live independently as an adult, she had very much support from our family and care and love until she decided to make the man's her Medicaid payee, and they became responsible for her medical care and her income. Lies. You moved this disabled child into an apartment that had stairs that she couldn't maneuver up and down. When she was in that apartment, she had no power, no food, and you took her cell phone and you threatened Michael not to go help her. That was in the phone call. That was recorded. Michael recorded your call. Ooh. She's a liar. She said, this was very upsetting to me at the time, and I reported this to Adult Protective Services repeatedly because I was worried sick she was possibly being exploited for their rent money. Bullshit. Those people, the mans, reported you. The mans reported you and Michael. The Mans reported you and Michael. That's how the investigation got started. Well, no, you did report them because they took over her money. But then the Mans reported you guys as well for abandoning her and her not having any food or power. So that's when the investigation and the sheriff got involved. That's when they got involved. Yep, she knew that. She said, oh my God, I understand compassion people have for Natalia because I have the same compassion myself. I listened to her claiming horrific levels of abuse of the family prior to us, the Sacconis that range everywhere from sexual to physical abuse. And she did do that. She claimed incidents of being drugged down the stairs, people tipping her over in a mattress, putting her in locked boathouse and beating her. I don't remember hearing that part. She said that the Sacconis put her in a locked boathouse and were beating her. I don't remember hearing her say that. Let's see. When we approached the doctor to investigate these claims, she immediately retracted them. It was very clear to us she had much experience with the ins and outs of CPS and social workers before even ever meeting us. I do not personally believe the Sacconis were a source of abuse for Natalia. I understand that when someone is doing some of the extreme behaviors I've witnessed from Natalia, it is only natural to think she must have been abused. I believe Natalia takes advantage of that simply to manipulate people. I believe that too. I'm going to agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. She says, I believe this because I sat through numerous hospital visits and therapy visits trying to understand and help Natalia and thinking we might be able to find the root of the issue. In the end, I learned she's a sociopath. I still have not wrapped my head around the diagnosis to this day. Honestly, I still revert to feeling sympathy for her and hope that she will do well in life. It is very hard for me to understand to this day what happened in our lives with Natalia or to process it. Now, first of all, we're going to go back to when Michael said that he saw Natalia trying to throw Christine, wrestle her to the electric fence. Then he says that he heard it. First, he said he saw it. Then he said he heard it. He said that Natalia is really strong. Now, if I'm going to believe this 9-year-old little girl was wrestling her mother to the fence, but then you go back to the police interrogation when she's admitting she did. When they had her sitting in the police station at 9 years old, no attorney, nobody representing this child, she admitted she did that. And she wanted to kill her. Now, did they make her tell them that, yes, you want to kill me? I don't think so. That little girl said she wanted to kill her. So she said she did not abuse Natalia. She tried very hard to make a good home for her and to provide for her. After she was institutionalized with the electric fence incident, which is a real thing and well-documented murder attempt, we had very little control over being able to care for her, etc., as she was in state custody. This was not a plan to get rid of her. You cannot plan for someone to try to kill you. And I just said that. Natalia confessed to having done this when I truly thought she was trying to throw her own self into the fence. They got rid of her. They said they wanted nothing to do with her. They said that she only cares about herself and that she was lying on the family, saying that they had held her hostage all this time when she praised them for taking care of her. Let's see. Natalia confessed to having done this when I truly thought she was trying to throw her own self into the fence. I had no idea she was trying to hurt me until she made statements about that she was doing and why at the hospital. At the time, I was very weak. I had lupus and I was going through chemotherapy. So yes, she could overpower me and did. My sister has lupus and she's never gone through chemotherapy. I didn't know you get chemotherapy for lupus. I didn't know that. Yep, it took him 10 years. That man called and said he was through with her. Hold on. Let me find that. I'm going to let you guys hear it. Hold on. I'm going to find it. I'm going to let you guys hear it. He said he was done with her. Hold on. And maybe it's for a part 2. Natalia Grace. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. I think this is it. Let me see. Can I get the voice? He called the producers. And he told them that he was done with her. Hold on. Let me find. I heard it myself. Well, of course I heard it. What's his name? Bishop Mans. Hold on. Bishop Mans. Bishop Mann. Natalia Grace. Hold on. And I hate she has that name because that's my granddaughter's name, Natalia. Let's see. What happened with Natalia Grace and the man's family? He just said he's done with her. I was trying to find the damn recording. He said he's done with her. He said, and then the wife's in the background, and she's saying that she's lying, saying that they held her hostage for all this time. So they said they're done with her. Let's see. She said that Natalia found her own apartment and signed her own lease in Lafayette. She said, I was aware she had been evicted from the Westfield apartments for solicitation of a man in the laundry room, which is what that older man said. Now they're saying the FBI is actually thinking that Natalia might have been a victim of trafficking in the Ukraine. She might have been a victim of trafficking. So Bishop Mann said something ain't right with Natalia. He said that this girl is tweaking. I feel like she's the enemy of the house. She said to us, we have held her hostage. Cynthia Mans backs her husband's claim, saying Natalia is stabbing her family in the back over a complete lie, to which the bishop adds, we're done. We're done with her. So they were fine for 10 years. Yeah, this is the second. Well, this is really like her third family. I don't know what he means by tweaking. I don't know what he means by tweaking, but he said she's tweaking. So maybe we're looking at a part 3. Because the mans are the ones that called the producers after they had wrapped it up. They had already wrapped it. They had already finished it. And they called the producers to let them know they were done with Natalia. Which that goes to what Christine was saying, that she lies on anyone that she has long contact with. I'm knitting with Amanda Panda. So maybe they are going to do a part 3. But they were fine with it for 10 years. Is it the fact now that I have no idea, but she was living with them. They had 11 kids. All of this was going on. What the hell? Now all of a sudden, they want nothing to do with her. They want nothing to do with her. So what the hell happened? Something is happening, but the woman was in the background and you can hear it. I would try to play it, but I don't want them to strike me, because he definitely called in and he sounded really, really upset that this is what was going on in his home. And for that man to say that he was done with her, something had to happen. And they did come off as grifters, but then, you think about it, how she was always cooking. So I'm still not finished reading Christine's shit. It's just too long. I cannot read this language. It's horrible, but it's on Facebook, and this might as well be a fucking book. So she did conclude by saying that Michael and Natalia might have had the same monster, but the monster wasn't her. No, he said tweaking. He didn't say twerking. Hold on. He said tweaking. He didn't say twerking. Let me hold on. Let me see something. Bishop Mann's call to producers. I'm trying to, so you can hear it. He says tweaking. And I do believe that, I don't know if they're living behind the church, but I do believe that they took her in because of the money. I do believe they took her in because of the money. Oh, they determined her age. They took her to a DNA diagnostic center and they took her blood. So they took her blood, and that's how they determined her age. Now there is a church scandal, because he was actually found to be doing misconduct, and he was kicked out of his original church. So I'm trying to get that voice. Okay, hold on. I think I may have the voice thing, because I want you to hear what he said, that she was hold on, I think I have it. Okay, here it is. I have it. He He said she's done other things as well, but this was a new low. That's what Bishop Mann says. He says she's done other things, but this was a new low. And I don't, there's something about him that I don't like. He's just, I don't know. He seems a little weird to me. He gives me the willies. I don't like Michael Barnett. It's just something about him. It's just something about him. But he was kicked out of his previous church for financial misconduct. Now, how do you have 11 kids? So what that tells me is that you're living off the system because, you know, you're supposed to, well, you're a bishop, but you're taking in all these kids. Are you doing it from, you know, the goodness of your heart? Or is it because the state is paying you to take care of these kids and you don't have a fucking job? You are your wife. Is that why you're doing this? Natalia Grace had her money coming in. You took her in. It took you 10 years to legally adopt her. Why? Because you were shooting the part 2 of this? Is that why you did it? Because you had 10 years to adopt her. Nobody was claiming her. Nobody was coming for her. You had 10 years to adopt her. Why now? They're living off the system. I'm telling you, they didn't do a bone density test. The dentist told Christine how old she was. The dentist was on this part. He told Christine how old she was by her teeth and the x-rays. Yep, they got 11 kids, but they're not paying for those 11 kids. They're not paying for these kids. The state is paying them to take care of these kids. Now, if you look at where they will look like they live in the back of this church, I don't know. But you got 11 kids that the state is paying you to take care of. Now, Antoine, what did you do in your church that got you kicked out? Financial misconduct. Antoine, what were you doing? Now, they're saying they're no longer associating with her. Now, him and his wife, you know, do they have natural kids between them? Don't know. And I really need to find that out. But they've got 11 kids. And they said that when Natalia came in, they took care of her. They were cooking for her. She was praising them. You know, she was more of a mother to her than Christine was. And I think her name is Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia. It's all bullshit. The dentist said at the time she was between 7 and 8. Or 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Hi, damn it, Mandy. The dentist said she was between 8 and 9. They're living off the system. Now, why is it all of a sudden? And I said that because when they did the last part and when it was official, they adopted her. I'm like, you had 10, 11 years to adopt her because nobody was claiming her. Nobody was coming for her. Why now? Why now? So you already know that her biological age is between 20 and 22. You've had her for 10 years. So let's say at the time when you got her, she was 9, 10. So you know she was 20. Why didn't, I mean, she could have said at 16, 15 that she wanted you to adopt her. Because because the Barnetts weren't getting any money for her. They weren't going to come and go, no, I oppose this. You cannot adopt her. We adopted her. No, they weren't. So they're all full of shit, all of them. But that's how I feel about Natalia Grace's whole situation. I think she is a little sociopath. I think anyone that gets close to her and something, but he just said that she has done other things. But this, he said, took the cake. That's what he said. She's done other things. But this was enough. And he says she's the enemy in the house. So let's hear that again, because that's what the bishop said. Hold on. This is 2 weeks after they wrapped up. He said they're done with her. That's what he said. She doesn't have emotions for anybody but herself. Heath Wheeler. Yes. Oh my God. Jody. Yes. It is worth watching it. But watch the first part, then do the second part. And thank you for that super chat. You didn't have to do that. We adopted our son through the state. I won't get into the story, but I can tell you if they do adopt through the state, if there is 3 and up, you get a check till they're 18 because of them to be older and adopted. So legally right now, Natalia is because they aged her by what? They aged her by, she was not by, I think by 11 years or 12 years. So legally, yes, they get a check for her because they aged her. So legally, yes, they get a check for her. And that's when I was asking about Sincere and his brother, because I'm like, even if you adopt a child, don't the state still come and check? And I was told no. But I said, but don't you get something for them? And I was told no. So the fact that you adopted your child and you're telling me you still get a check for them until they're 18, it's time for another limo ride. I'm ready, girl. So for 10 years, she must have been good, so they adopted her. Her true. No, he said she's done other things, but he's not elaborating on what Cynthia says that she's going with a complete lie. So I really want to know. So that means there might be a part 3. But they were just on what talk show were they on? I think they were just on, not Dr. Phil. You know, they're making the rounds now. They're making the rounds. I think they only did it because of the show. They had 10 years to adopt her. I think they got obsessed with this whole story. And they were being paid. You know, they're paying them. Turner Network is going to pay them. Turner Network is going to pay them. You need money to run a church, right? I don't know how many members he have. I really never looked into it. But you a bishop. I want to know, did he go to the School of Theology or did he just go online? You can watch it on it's on ID Discovery and it's also on Max. It's called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. It's the first one. And then the second one is Natalia Speaks. Yes, she been a baby years ago. Uh-huh. But then you look at the fact that she was twice the size of this other little girl who was her age, and they had the same type of dwarfism. So, but when they did that DNA on her blood to see what her age is biologically, it says she's between 20 and 22. Yeah, it's all over the place right now. Seriously, but I watch it on Max. No commercials. If you have Max, watch it on Max. No commercials. Watch it on Max. But I mean, you need to see all of it. So you'll see. And then when she was doing the fake crying, she was trying to get tears to come to her eyes and they wouldn't come. But she wants to know, why did they adopt her? Why didn't they love her? And Michael Barnett is such a pussy. And excuse me, he's a pussy. He's a pansy. And he's a drama queen. They just put her out. So I don't know where she's living at now. But 2 days ago, hold on, I saw her article popped up that she said 2 days ago she was doing good. I don't know where she's living at, but according to Christine, she was able to find her own apartment at 9 years old. And that's the only reason why I believe her age now, because of the DNA test. So, she said that the man's family turned on her. I'm sorry, Natalia Grace says that the man's family turned on her. That's what she said. Yeah, he is creepy. The whole story is crazy. But she said the man's family turned on her. That's what Natalia said. They turned on her when she was accusing them of holding her hostage. Did they know that they were going to make this story about her life and they wanted to hold on to her? Don't know. But she said the family she said they raised all of this money, like $20K, to get a new car and a vacation. And she said they used her. That's what she's saying. And that's what I'm saying too, Heath. I think, they had 10 years to adopt her. Why now? Why now? That 10 years to adopt her. Why now? Oh, I'm sorry. Because they saw the money coming in. What is that? Hold on. They saw the money coming in. That's why. That's why. They saw the money coming in. That's why they adopted her. Yeah. And so what's her name? Cynthia Mans. She sent out a message saying, hello everybody, my family and I have been all over the news. Dr. Phil, YouTubers have done a plethora of videos on our family as well. And last but not least, the documentary. There was a GoFundMe. They did a GoFundMe. They were raising money for a new vehicle and a vacation. And that's what Natalia said. They wanted to take a trip to Jerusalem and they used her. And that's what she's saying. But they did do a GoFundMe. So I think it's about the money. It's a red flag. None of the other kids they have, 11 of them, have any type of disabilities at all. They had a goal of $10,000 for the GoFundMe, and they raised $20,000. So she said, even though we hit our goal of 10,000, I don't know what vehicle you're going to buy for 10,000 plus a trip to Jerusalem. Even though we have hit our goal of 10,000, thank you so much. By the way, we are leaving it up so we can meet or exceed our goal. We believe with the help of God and also with the loving, caring, and supportive family like you, we will reach beyond the sky. So this GoFundMe went on until the end of December of 2023. And they had raised a little over $20,000. So this aired in January. The GoFundMe stayed up until the end of December 2023. January 4th, they called the producers and told them they were done with Natalia. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I don't know. Crazy Cat Mama is offering limousine ride shit. Isn't that something? You reached your goal, left it up, and then in January 2024, you called the producers and said you're done with Natalia. If it wasn't for Natalia Grace, nobody would know who your family was or is. She put you guys on the map. Hi, Pink. Hi, Roses Are Red. Hi, M. Wit. She put your family on the map. But they're done with her now. They got everything out of her they can. No, they don't come in check. My 3 kids are adopted. The checks that you get can barely scratch the surface of any bills a lot of kids who you adopt from foster care got you. That's what I said. How is 10K going to get you a new vehicle and a trip to Jerusalem for 11 kids and 2 adults? That's 13 people. And why are you going to Jerusalem? Why don't you take Natalia to the Ukraine to meet her biological mother, her siblings, her aunts? Or why don't you pay for them to come here and meet her? I mean, since God's going to provide. Yep, they said they're done with her. So let's see how done they are. But anyway, I'm just like, oh, Lord, these damn cults. So I'm going to have to look in to Bishop Mann and see exactly what he do to get ousted from his church. They say financial misconduct. So was he stealing? Of course, that's what that implies. How much financial misconduct did he do? That was never put into the series, right? I don't remember her saying she wanted nothing to do with her biological mom. I really don't. So if she said it, I really don't know. I'm going to watch it again, but I don't remember her saying that. But I know they found her biological mom. Well, they found the twin sister first, and she got him in touch with Natalia's mom. Now, Michael Barnett, I think is psycho. I think that he has serious mental issues, which Christine Barnett says that he got those issues because of Natalia. That's what she claims. But Natalia and them both said that they had the same monster. But I just don't like him. And this woman that he's married to now, because when he got up to leave, he went up there and grabbed the purse. At first, I thought it was his purse. I said, why is he grabbing a damn purse? But then that's the same woman that was in the first one with him. I think he's a little mentally challenged. I think something is really off with him. I really do. I really do. So, but they confronted, hold on a second. So, hold on a second. Let me play this part for you. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Why are we here, Micah?
She said, why are we here? She's the one that wanted to talk to him.
Philosophically.
No, like, I want to know, why did you adopt me in the first place?
These questions, there's not going to be a single answer to. Look, I've learned recently you and I had the same monster, Christine. And we are here.
He's so overly dramatic.
We both were incredible victims of an otherworldly type of abuse.
What's an otherworldly type of abuse?
I'm going to say, please don't cuss.
I can hear him
I'll do
curse.
my best. I speak in a certain way. I'll do my best.
Second, what do you mean by you were a victim?
Oh, God. This is all the stuff you don't know.
Well, you want to elaborate?
You want to give me time to do it?
Listen to him.
It's not easy.
He's overly dramatic.
I had the same monster you did. I was exceptionally controlled and put down and threatened, was minimalized.
I heard about that pain.
Who I was ripped from me, and I was guided and instructed to be exactly what she wanted me to be.
What do you mean by threatened?
Her favorite threat was taking the boys away from me and making sure I would never see them ever again.
Well, she did that, except for one of them.
Why didn't you leave?
That's the best question ever. I tried. And these answers aren't going to be
No empathy for her at
what you're
all.
looking for, to agree, but to leave her no less than 10 times.
No less than 10
I ended up
times.
in the hospital regularly over it.
Why did you marry her?
Valid question.
So here's the thing. You tried to leave her no more than 10 times, but you went along with an adoption. If you didn't want to be in a marriage, why would you go alone with an adoption?
Before you do that, let's respect God in this place.
That's Bishop
I'm sorry,
Antoine.
that's not
I mean,
his
yeah,
curse words.
that's
I
Bishop
probably
Antoine.
You talk like this on a regular basis, maybe, but we try to keep a clean environment. So
This is really hard. I don't.
I want you to hear how he gets up. So that's Michael's attorney. That's the black guy. Hi, Black Cat. I'm gonna look into Micah. Micah Stoker. So you heard that, right? I tried. He's so overly fucking dramatic. I can't with him. Let me write that down. I think I heard about that. Micah Stoker. Hold on a second. I'm gonna write that name down so I can look at that. Hold on. I did Charlene Lyle. I'm ready to go with her. I'm gonna set that up. So Micah Stoker. I'm gonna look that up. How you doing, Jonathan? Micah, I thought Micah was for attention. I'm gonna look and see. But so like I was talking to Gwen yesterday. If you guys have something that you want me to look at or we can discuss, you want to bring it up, let me know. I'll do a deep dive. And I did read some more on Charlena Lyles. I'm going to do that Tuesday, and that's probably going to have to do that's going to have to be a two-parter because there's so much to that case. It's a young black woman, age 34, 4 kids. She was pregnant. I love you too, Jonathan. She was pregnant and she called for help from the police and she wound up losing her life at the police hands. So we're going to look at that. And with the inquest and everything that was going on, her family sued. It was thrown out and then they settled for like $3 million. I don't know how they come up with the value of somebody's life, but okay. They did that. So we would definitely go through that. It got her attention and money on her. Oh, she's got a YouTube channel. Okay. Okay. So wait a minute. I want to show you guys. We were talking about that. I really want to show you Cat Williams real quick. Hold on. Cat Williams on Shannon Sharp. Hold on a second. I want to get to that part. Hold on. Hold on a second. Now he has Matt, and then I don't know if you guys haven't watched this. I really want you to watch this. Khalif, yes, I know, but Khalif was in New York, right? Isn't that the one that was in New York? Or is that the one with the backpack? I can't remember. That story is so familiar to me. That name, not the story. That name is so familiar to me. Hold on. So let me get this. I'm going to put up fair use. Hold on. Let me get this. And I got to come back here. I didn't either. Let me tell you what was so funny. Cat Williams was talking about all these guys that he hangs with, people that he's yes, I watch Ice Cube's response, girl. O'Shea came with it. He didn't call him a lie, except for he said about the R stuff wasn't in there, but they did the R's. Well, it was in Players Club, but Cat Williams, and now you got Kevin Hart that's responded twice. I'm like, if he talked about Ludacris too. If you didn't do something, you come out and you say, yo, man, I didn't do that shit. So let's just look at this little part right here. And this is when he's talking about Dave Chappelle. Hold on a second.
We've been sitting here doing this interview that you hold in very high regard as Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're
no, I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it.
Don't play.
Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him 50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them.
Did you hear? Diddy wanted to party. He turned down 50 million 4 times.
Oh, really?
Can I need you here? Get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being
Cat, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner. You my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We're going to do it together. We're going to do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word.
He's I'm a Martin Lawrence.
Go do what you got to do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing.
Yeah,
if we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House too. I almost died. And I got to read this script from all these good white people. where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing the dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got.
I love me, Cat Williams.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this air.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. in a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
So I'm telling you.
I had Terry Crews on here. He said at the time that you did the movie, you were homeless. Is that true?
This was my situation. 5 months prior to me getting this first audition for Friday After Next, I got this baby son. I'm holding him up above me. He grabs my little chain. He's playing with it and he accidentally drops it. It breaks out my front 2 teeth. I'm in a situation now where when I go to the dentist, they telling me this gonna cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix this right. They're not telling me what it's gonna look like. I go get an estimate with no money involved, find out what I need to do. They find out you got a tumor in your upper jaw, so we're gonna have to do a whole surgery for you. It's gonna be 100 bands. I don't have it. And
he's honest.
I'm only gonna have this check from this movie. So while I'm doing this movie, we live in this trailer. This is where we live. So when they come to work at 5 in the morning, we already there. When they leave at night, we still there. We just double back because we understood that this is our one opportunity. And we have this opportunity to change our lives. It's like a young man going for the draft.
Right.
We can actually get in the league with this. There are 30 comedians on this cast. They're all magnificent. This is the holy grail of the situation.
Nope, they haven't. I love Cat Williams.
So yeah, I was able to make sure that, because it wasn't just my first movie, it was K.D. Albert's first movie. It was Terry Crews' first movie.
Absolutely.
I was the leader of this group, which meant that we didn't do their rehearsals. They did rehearsal. We did our own rehearsals daily to make sure that we were at the level of professional actors, which is what made it so egregious. That guy.
Cat
saying, you were supposed to what?
Mm-hmm.
Cat, he did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth. My family not even gonna know who this is. So yeah, tell your story.
Well, anyway, you gotta watch it. It's a good one. I mean, it's a good one. It's really a good one. And I like when he took Wanda Smith to task because she thought she was slick and Kat put her ass in her place. And I think she got fired for that, if I'm not mistaken. I need to go back and find out, but I think she got fired for that. She attacked somebody on the show and they took her ass down. So hold on. I'm gonna find Wanda Smith really quick. I mean, yeah, that's her name. Cat Williams, Wanda Smith. Hold on a second. Wanda Smith. Hold on. He roasts her ass. Hold on. I don't want. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get just that part. Hold on. Let me grab it. And then I'm going to get out of here. No, not Wanda Sykes. Wanda Smith. Wanda Smith. Wanda Smith. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Alicia.
You cook.
It's okay for me. Living with an
Proud of like that.
Controversy Radio with
Oh,
your
God.
hosts, Jesse and Celicia.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of like that.
That's
Made
Wanda
some.
Smith.
You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you
me.
have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make whatever is necessary.
I
with
said
7,
what they like.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm
I
still
said, what do they
answering.
like? You
Just
think?
because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
I said you answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a
what they
strong
like.
black woman. Is it
Answer
okay
the
for me to
question.
answer?
Come
You
on.
keep interrupting the answer.
Oh,
Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let
Come
everybody
on.
know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July. 2020.
Yes, she
That's
got
right.
some
'cause
more
of the
on.
lip.
Yes, we did.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Wanda knows
I'm what?
she didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite
Wait,
thing to cook?
wait.
Your boys say, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli
This is
and they
funny.
love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And
hey,
they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me
I
does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
That's the only step in broccoli, heat up water.
Whatever.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you
whatever,
burn
hater.
broccoli? You
Whatever,
can't burn
hater.
it because it's made in a pot of
You
water.
don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn.
Oh,
I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle it.
I'm a great cook.
Aw.
Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at
Whatever.
heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
There we go.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right. True.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show. I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Cat Williams, thank
Y'all
y'all
too.
for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out of here with that crazy ass.
Uh-huh. Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right.
Listen
Speaking
to this.
Station
Wait a minute.
3. Your hair is kind of.
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled
What-
fingers.
No.
While you on air.
Come
So
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't
Yeah,
worry, ain't
hold on.
nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want
Uh-huh.
them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
He's getting the back.
Only one of our
You all
hands
right,
moving
Miss
while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
Damn.
Are you okay? this
Red
morning?
Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to
And make
take
sure-
off
and
them
make-
headphones and that
make
wig.
sure- and make
That
sure
wig and that
and
headphones
take
come
off them
together.
old ass
Oh,
clothes
you
you got
got the
on.
headphones come
How about
together.
that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
She
says
said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had
But-
to open it up and
but-
show us
but
it was
it-
Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't
walk
have to
past it,
open
but
it
you
up.
did,
These
though.
people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Well, you
Yeah,
step
but you
up.
opened it up so we could see it.
Yes,
We see
ma'am.
it. Well, happy
And happy whatever
for you.
stories for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some
proud.
music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
All right, cool. We
proud.
go to a break.
Shout outs to
You never
Forever
trying to stop.
Yeah.
Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
They don't
to
remember me
you.
for
love
wilding
when-
out,
I
right?
love
I'm not the
when
right
you
one
get
to
this-
Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, girl.
And what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right.
Damn.
And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
What
and
was
jail
that,
aren't the same. No,
4 years
no,
ago?
no, no, no.
Calm
No, no,
down,
no.
calm down.
Only one of us has $12
Calm
worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No, no, no.
No, no $12.
No, 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 no. That
Well,
all is available. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go Shay, please go get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hell, little mama, we're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, fresh comment.
Go ahead. We'll go to
Get
break.
your ass out of here.
He told her, I am not the one you want to Jones on. And he took her ass to task. So, but Cat Williams on Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, you need to hear everything. He comes up, he talks about Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart. He breaks it all down. Watch it. It's really good. It's 2 hours and 46 minutes, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And I think that's the interview that got her fired. Hi, Brandy. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Not Kevin Hart. Cat Williams is my man. So if he's coming anywhere around here, if I got to fly, I'm going, because I am going to see Cat Williams. But you guys have a great, great Sunday. Thank you. Oh, before I leave, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? I need to know what you're cooking today. I don't have anything on the menu to cook today. I think I'm going to go get me some lobster and do lobster and steak. Stacy, thank you, sweetie. I think that's what I want. I'm getting an appetite, but if it's ice outside, I'm not going. Oh, you're doing meatloaf. Sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. I haven't made a meatloaf in a long time. I think I might do meatloaf. No, I don't want meatloaf today. I really wanted spaghetti and meatballs, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do that in a smaller version. So I'm going to do that. Okay, what? Not for me. I don't eat. Oh, you don't eat meat. So what are you gonna eat, Stacy? You're making meatloaf for the family. So what are you gonna eat? So you don't eat chicken or anything? Fish? I'm out of ideas. I need to do something to cook. Crazy cat mama, woman, I hope I'm gonna call you because I need to check on you because I know you weren't feeling well. So I'm gonna call and check on you in a few. He's gonna be in Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah, that's too far from me. If I was in Texas, that's different. But I know he has to be either coming to Seattle. He might even come to Spokane. But if he's going to be in Los Angeles somewhere, I'm going to be going. I will be going to go see Cat. So if I can fly to go see anybody, I'll fly to go see him too. Because I definitely want to see Cat Williams. Definitely want to go see Cat. Oh, you want enchiladas. Are you going to make them? Brandy, look, are you going to make them? I might do me some shrimp and Chinese noodles. I don't know. I have everything in here to cook, and I just don't. It's no fun when you're cooking for yourself again. It's no fun. I got used to cooking for Kayla. It's no fun. I was invited out last night, but I was doing other stuff, and I really didn't feel like going out. It was still snow on the ground. But I'll see. What else? All right. Ooh, you're going to make them. That sounds good. Okay, but anyway, if you guys haven't watched the Cheshire Murders, please check that out also. That's on Paramount. The hubby is making taco. That's what I miss about going to my brother's, especially when we're watching football, which I can grill my damn self. And the tres leche. Now, I like the tres leche cake. I do like that. I really, really, really like that. And I'm not really a big, I'm lactose intolerant, but for some reason I like that. I like that. So I'm going to go, and hopefully I will see you. I will see you guys later. Oh, he cooks on Sundays. Okay. Hopefully I get to see you guys in someone's chat later. But I still have some stuff to do. When I got tied up watching the Cheshire murders, I really didn't finish doing what I was doing. So I really need to get on this because I want to make sure that killer stuff is there. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. So I need to ship it to England. And I got paperwork already filled out. Oh, the Cool Whip instead of icing. You use Cool Whip instead of icing. Okay. Okay. All right. That sounds delicious. And he made homemade tortillas. Oh, we have some good tortillas in Vegas. I'm not really a bread eater though. So when I order fajitas and stuff, I actually eat like the meat and the shrimp and I mix it up as a salad, which I might as well just order a salad. But those tortillas were so good. I ate one. I'm not a big bread person. Never have been. Never ever been a big, and I like sandwiches, but I have to have it on sourdough bread or French bread, and I can only eat like one. Oh, Dom, you're gonna make spaghetti? Okay. Dom, when are you gonna start doing lives again, dear? Oh, I forgot you said that you don't have your laptop. I forgot. You said you don't have your laptop. So also, I talked to Tina earlier, and she wanted me to ask you guys to keep her and her family in your prayers. So please do. She was on her way to church with her son, and they're having a memorial service today for a really close friend of hers that passed away. So she wanted to make sure that you kept, that I asked that you guys keep her and her family in your prayers. And I want to do that. Also, I need to check on Debbie. They had the services for her mom on the 5th. So I was giving her a couple of days. And today is my granddaughter's birthday. So I need to wish her a happy, happy birthday. So I will definitely talk to you guys later. Love you guys. I will be back. Bye. Have a great Sunday. Bye, guys.